It's Tuesday. It is the 3rd of October. It's about 10 to 9. And I have a whole bunch of places I need to be today and tomorrow. It's just that time of the month, first week of the month, so still following up on work from last month, and got new move outs that need to be evaluated, and all kinds of fun stuff. So I did not get to record yesterday because I had the Jeep all opened up, tops off, doors off, which was liberating again. So I guess the biggest motivation for me today as far as recording is just to kind of recap some of the things that have gone on in the last week. Where I'm at, some revelations that I've had. Had a fantastic weekend. I mean, really, really good. Full. I mean, a lot of different things, just a lot of variety and depth and character. And one of the things I was talking about last week was depth of, the way I was doing it, what I had structured it, the way I had planned to do it wasn't cohesive. It wasn't going to work. It wasn't compatible. It just didn't fit well. So I had to change something somewhere. So all of that led to me getting into back to work on Thursday and just feeling beaten, feeling devastated, feeling exhausted, wiped out, and completely and totally honestly, I felt like I was ready to be done. I hit that wall. I think everybody gets there eventually. Whenever I hit it like that, it's extremely extreme. It's just, and it's devastating. And I got to that point at some point Thursday afternoon, and we went home for lunch, and I was just like, I don't want to eat. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to have to go back to the office. I don't want to have to think about starting a business. I don't want to think about the nature of humanity and the gross injustices in the world. I'm ready to be done. At that point, I felt like I wanted to be done with life. I felt like I was seeing something that maybe couldn't be fixed, and the whole point was to try and fix it, and if I can't fix it, then there's no point in being here. It was a very low point day. And at some point during our lunch, and I was just like, I just want to eat something really quick and lay down and try and unplug, reboot, and just try. All I want to do is make it through the day. That was my goal. And at that point, when you're in that mindset, that is your only focus. It's just like, all right, I need to take one step at a time, and today the next step is to make it through the day, and I have to do whatever I can to make it through the day. Otherwise, I'm not going to make it, period. And there were some very simple questions that Rhonda had asked as we were there for lunch, and I responded, and I finally got to the point, and she was like, well, what do you mean? She dug just a little bit deeper, and I was just like, I can't do it anymore. I said, this is the first time I've ever been in that state of mind and said anything out loud to anybody. Generally, it just leaves, I become withdrawn, I become cut off, and when asked, if asked, it's just, I don't feel well. And that's not a lie. I didn't feel well. I felt like I was ready to be done, give up. And that's a terrible place to be in. And I know people out there that hit that point in life, and I know there's people that have probably never hit that point and maybe never will. And that's good. I mean, that's the nature of variety in life. It's the beauty of this reality. But she asked, and I said it, and I saw she started to tear up immediately. And I was like, now I'm hurting other people. Not intentionally, but said anything to anybody during those periods of time because, one, I don't want anybody to know. I can sometimes maybe talk about it a little bit, maybe not to the extent and the detail of what was actually going on, but I can maybe after the fact, after I've rebounded, kind of like right now. But I've never actually interacted with somebody in the moment. And to see her start to tear up when I said I just don't want to do it anymore, it was like crushing my own nuts with a hammer. I can't think of a more intense self-inflicted pain than seeing that. And I recently wrote an article, a chapter. It might end up in the book, it might not, but it was about suicide. It was about people giving up, and it was about the people that carry this flame and then they burn out. It was specifically written about Chester Bennington, and because it was right around that time, and that had an impact on me. Anytime an individual with such an impact and such potential loses that battle, it affects me. So when I was writing that, I felt like I wish there was more I could have done, because I don't talk about it, and I don't talk about what I do to get past it, what I do to keep moving on. And I don't think it's any different than any of those other people. I think they live their whole lives very similar to how I have, with these extreme ups and downs. And when you hit those low points, it's very difficult to see anything but that, except for all the other low points that you've experienced. Fortunately, those come in perfectly clear, but that's usually the only thing you can see, for me anyway. So anyway, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about where I was on that day and how I was, trying to make a difference and help people, weather those storms, get through those periods in their life, and I wasn't even able to do it myself. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to go lay down, and hopefully I'll feel better when I get back up. And I did, and I didn't feel any better, but I was able to close it all in and just move forward, and I never brought it up again, and she didn't bring it up again, and we got through Thursday, and we got into Friday, and I was just really trying to find something to be happy about, something to embrace that had some kind of light and joy to it, and I had some difficulty. So we got into Friday after work, and I was still carrying around that energy, that stigma, and it was bringing Rhonda down as well, and I didn't want that, and I was trying really hard to put on a game face, something that was brighter than what was actually inside. And it was a rough night. We had, we couldn't agree on what to have for dinner and what to do and how to do it, and then we finally made a decision about one thing, and we ended up eating, and that was okay. And I really tried to push myself through the evening, and I finally did. But we got into the weekend, and I was like, I really need to start engaging in some of the things that I enjoy, and do more for my well-being. And I was able to do that, and it was a fantastic weekend. We started by getting up on Saturday morning, and it was supposed to be a beautiful Saturday and Sunday. I took the tops off, took the doors off, and that always has a very freeing effect on me, and it did so then as well. So one of the two people that's supposed to be here is here. I guess we're gonna wait to see what. Oh, there's Jeff right there. So I guess I'm gonna cut this off. We'll do this in two parts today, and I will kick in for part two after this meeting.